All right, Dr. St. Potamus here, doing a bicycle tire change for y'all. And been riding bikes for a long, long time. Used to race them in my younger days, but neither here nor there now. Great time of year for bike racing with the Tour de France going on. I'm going to show you how to take a tire off and change out the inner tube. We're actually going to be switching this tire out completely. This is a newer rim that my daughter got to go on her bike. I've got the tire here is pretty old off of eBay, but that's okay. This is much newer tire, so we're going to switch this older tire out. This little dry rod on the side. So you need tire irons, I guess. They're plastic, they're not iron, but you need something like this, okay? They've got a little, let's see here, little notch on this end. Notch on this end is made to fit into your spoke. This, depending on what you're trying to do, either goes underneath the bead of the tire or to the rim of the tire, okay? When you're taking it off, this little notch right here, there you go, needs to go under the bead of the tire. And I'll show you why I have 3 of them. Makes this first part so much easier, right? So we're here, you see, pull the bead back, or pull the tire back to the bead. Bam, you're in. And then you're gonna put another one here, probably on this one. And then use 3 because it's really hard to get this next one in. I think if we move somewhere around here, we'll be able to pop it out. Because once you pop these up, this tightens up so much you can't get your 3rd one in there to pull the tire off. So you can see once you go down like that, and you're going to lock it. Now some people say, that's the far spoke, but it really doesn't matter. You're not going to be on there forever. Then you're going to come off here, put that on your spoke, and now you see all this support, and then you come off here, and and it slipped out, which will happen sometimes. Now I'm underneath it, and see that middle one falls out because it's come so loose. And if you only had 2 in there, it's a struggle to get that 3rd one in a lot of times. Come this way a little bit, and then I flipped it over where this little ridge, whatever, this catch, let me put that one on the ground. You go underneath, put that catch is now on my rim and not on the bead, and you just come like this. It'll eventually come off. At least you don't catch the inner tube, you're going to reuse it underneath there. Of course, if it's a flatted inner tube or whatever, who cares? The other thing about a flat on the road, if you're fixing this on the road, always carry a couple of dollar bills with you. I use ones because they're cheaper. You can use hundreds if you want. You can use a C-note, I don't care. But once you get your tire off and you flat it on the road, you want to take your hand and very carefully run the inside of your tire, okay? Because you may still have a little piece of glass. Wow, this one's stuck. You may have a little piece of glass or something like that down inside of here. You're gonna find that piece of glass, pull it out if you can. If you can't, fold up your bill, put it right on top on the inside where that puncture is. And then when you get home, you can fix it all, put a new tire in, or pull the whole thing off and try to get wire pliers or something and pull it out. So now we're off, right? So we're gonna pull it out. I say this one's sticking pretty good. Yep. And then we get back here to our stem, and out it comes. You're done. Now somebody, oh goodness. So whoever did this one, this little piece that was on there, that's actually for the outside to secure this. Somebody had left this little nut on the inside. Wow. Surprised that thing didn't puncture. But anyway, if you have a nut, a lot of them do like this. This is so you can secure your stem. This doesn't go inside like they just did. Screw this all the way off. I'll just show you real quickly. And flip it around. This one's got a little ridge, and then you screw it on that way, but on the outside. There it is. Another key when you get ready to put your inner tube back in, inflate your inner tube a little bit, put some baby powder down inside of here so it won't stick, and always start with your stem. Stem in first, go around, and then pop it back on. And I've got a video showing how to do that. I'll add it to this one. If you're replacing the whole tire, you see it'll just peel right off the other side, which is what I'm gonna do. If you're like this though, and you're replacing your inner tube or you're gonna repair it and put it back in, start with your valve. Where'd it go? Okay, like since this one's bent up, I'm gonna try it, but you start with your valve, you pop the valve piece in first, okay? And then you put the tire all the way through, put a little powder on it to help it slide so it doesn't stick. Get your tube all the way in. The key to keeping your tube from pinching is to inflate your tube just a little bit. Get enough air in your tube to get it where it's just rounded out. And once that tube is rounded out, it won't catch. Because the biggest problem is when you pull, let me show you. Here we go. Oh, there we go. When you pull this bead over the rim, if your inner tube is completely flat, you're gonna catch it on the rim, and then you'll either burst it right then, or once you inflate it, you've got the inner tube pinched, it's gonna explode. Because these tires, these Crickler tires are 110 to 120 PSI. Some of your road tires are not that much. These are the racing road tires, they all go that high. So if you have any kind of pinch in your inner tube, it's gonna blow, you get up to 110. So with it partially inflated, you can make sure that when you put these little tire iron things, right? When you put these guys up underneath here to pop it in, this is how you do it. Bent side against the rim and up and in, okay? Now, of course, the first time, the first bit, you can do it with your hand. Just pull it over like that. It'll all slide on the rim. By the time you get to the last part, though, is where you're gonna need help. Just like the way you took it off, you're gonna put this, but it's gonna go against the rim this time. And you're gonna put one in here, and you're gonna put one in about here, and you pop them up at the same time, and that'll pop that bead over and in, okay? Well, as always, thank y'all for watching. Thumbs up if you like this, and follow me if you want, and we'll be posting more stuff, how to fix anything and everything out there. Have a good evening.